British lawmakers today condemned the Chinese Communist Party's human rights violations as leaked police files reveal details of abuses that minorities face in Xinjiang. The release of the files include thousands of photographs of detainees and a shoot-to-kill policy for those trying to escape. It comes as the United Nations Commissioner for Human Rights arrived in China. NTD's Jane Werrell brings us more on this.
As the UN's Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet arrived in China, files allegedly leaked from a Chinese police database reveal further disturbing violations against Uyghurs held in internment camps in Xinjiang. Details of the files were published by the BBC and include thousands of images of detainees and protocols for guarding the camps, including a shoot-to-kill policy for those trying to escape, as well as speeches by senior officials showing their demands to treat Uyghurs like dangerous criminals. In response, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said in a statement that the UK is committed to holding China to account. Earlier, MP Nusrat Ghani raised the issue in Parliament.
The reason why this evidence was on the BBC this morning, because it coincides with a UN visit, the visit of Ms. Bachelet, who is the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. It's a rare visit, but unfortunately, the Chinese Communist Party have said that because of COVID, it's a closed-loop visit. It's in a bubble. So they will absolutely control who she sees and who she meets. Another example of the UN being bullied by the CCP. Does the Minister share my concerns that this UN visit and any report produced will deny the absolute truth what's happening against the Uyghur people, which is a genocide at the hands of the CCP?
While ministers say they haven't called the treatment of Uyghurs a genocide because of that policy, MPs passed a motion last April declaring that the Chinese regime is committing a genocide against Uyghur Muslims and other minorities in Xinjiang.
Has committed genocide.
The independent UK-based Uyghur Tribunal ruled last December that China has committed genocide against the Uyghurs. It also found the Chinese regime guilty of crimes against humanity, including torture, sexual violence and forced sterilisation. There are calls from MPs for the government to do more, including issuing more sanctions on Chinese officials and to reduce the UK's dependency on the Chinese economy. As for Bachelet's visit, Liz Truss, the Foreign Secretary, said that she's following it closely and that if full access isn't granted, it would only serve to highlight China's attempt to hide the truth of its actions in Xinjiang. Jane Werrell, NTD News, London.